we're experimenting with customers to find what they want. We build something they want.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
But what you're talking is even more interesting, is what I always said, the third-time founders, they think exactly like you do. They create the market first, after they design the marketing and sales strategy. And the last thing that they look is the product, because they already know what type of product that market wants, in what form, and you already know even how to present it to them. But
Yes, I mean these first-time founders.
they're doing it all the way around,
They do it
and it's a
they
big,
do it the other way around.
the other
So
way around. And I don't know, why do you think that that everybody, I think, like a large number, they do it all the way around?
They do that though because we're human beings and we like to create things.
That was my path, by the way, as well. I arrived to this conclusion after so many years of business and so many setbacks as well. But
so many experiments. Call them experiments that didn't go right.
Yeah. So many
them.
experiments developing that skill. So then, but I know, Simon, that if I find someone when I was starting my first business that I'm already pro, and I'm drop my ego, someone like you with experience come and tell me, Harry, look, you're doing the thing the other way around. The restaurant is not gonna work. You're doing the other way around. This business you're doing is not is my work, but you going uphill for nothing. You're gonna work 10 times harder following this path that you have. And if you're lucky, you make it work, but you have a high chance to succeed doing it in this way. How about this other way? That's why I think that mentorship, Simon, someone with experience, with track record, someone that like you have spent years businesses, can actually be very helpful, actually key for startup founders and for entrepreneurs to have you on the side to guide them. That's the other thing as well. Entrepreneurs think that we're gonna go to a business to tell them what to do. They don't want to mentor. They don't want to coach. We're not gonna tell them what to do. We want them to think. We want to ask them questions, and they need to come back with the idea. But they're so emotional attached with that product.
But mentorship, Harry, what I would say is mentorship is different for mentors who are mentoring a established business to mentor
I agree with you.
a first-time entrepreneur. And the main difference is that the person in the established business knows their business. What they want is some support and help of growing it. They know all the moving parts. But for a novice or a first-time entrepreneur, they don't know what they don't know. So they think, okay, I have got this good idea and I'm going to make it and I'm going to build it and I'm going to create it in this product, and it's not working. And they would ask the wrong questions, like, how can I sell this? And you think, well, don't make it in the first place. Where's customers? Go back.
Make something that people buy. How about that?
Find out if it's a problem that people want you to solve. It's putting it the other way around, and that would just save them so much time, so much money, confidence, just all of these things in one. And mentors don't just bring the experience of that. They bring connections.
Contacts, absolutely.
Because they have contacts. And often they might not be in the restaurant business, but I know someone who is that'll speak to you. You know, so it all comes with experience and contacts. And we gradually get that as we build more and more businesses, until it gets to a stage that we understand we're experimenting with customers to find what they want. We build something they want, and then we look at how do we scale it, putting the right people behind them, the right plan to build a us into a millionaire's business. So it's a process, and it's fun, and most people can do it. I still firmly believe entrepreneurs aren't born. I show
Of
them
course
no
not. Of course
entrepreneurial
not.
style.
They say you have to develop the skill, and you need to know when you have to let it go, when you have to. There are a few exceptions. You see, people see this Mark Zuckerberg, they see Steve Jobs, they see the people on Google, they see I don't know, Elon Musk. They see these role models that they went to zero and now they are billionaires, and everybody want to be like them without understanding that these are just exceptions, yeah. And if you good in the 0 to 1 million, the other day a lawyer in this broadcast came to me and told me, Harry, I want to grow my business. I'm hiring a mentor, and he told me, look, I find one coach that specializes in 0 to 500,000. And I'm like, Harry, I cannot work with this coach because I'm already above 500,000. But then I find another one that was helping lawyers from 2 million onwards. And I'm like, well, this coach is not suitable for me because I'm in the middle. So the guy finally someone that take it from 500,000 to 2 million, and he finally started to work. And that guy was specialized only in that thing. So the thing is, Simon, that entrepreneurs, if they want to hire a mentor, I'll tell you what they do. They go to social media, they find a mentor with a Ferrari, with a Rolls Royce, with a whatever, shiny objects, and they say, okay, this is going to be my mentor. They go there, they pay a lot of money, they get very little value. And then they don't believe in mentorship anymore without knowing that, well, that maybe that could be your mentor. Depends what type of mentor, what type of coach it is, what he specialized, and if he's good in the state. But if he's not, try to find someone that is more ground, that specialize exactly in what you're trying to achieve, and it's gonna be better better suitable. And that's the key of entrepreneurs. Like, if I knew that when I started my business, I would be now in La La Land. Yeah.
You've done very well
I
for
still
yourself.
have a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't regret it. Yeah. So, Simon, if someone want to find more about you, about what you do, people from UK and from all over the world, if they need your help and expertise, you really know what you're talking about. Yeah. And that's very important when you're helping entrepreneurs to grow the business, because there are business coaches out there that never have the business, and not necessarily hear me out. Yes, being a good coach and a good mentor, I know a lot of people that have a lot of businesses and they are very bad mentors and coaches, because one thing has nothing to do with the other one. The thing that you have done it, yeah, doesn't imply that you can actually guide properly these people, because you need another skill set to actually guide them. And I'm not sure those entrepreneurs, and change the mindset requires a lot of psychology, patience, and demonstrating things. So how people can find you, Simon, how this process works? Can you share that with us?
Yeah, it's actually really easy to find me, because although I sort of mentor at and coach and educate at universities and various incubators, I also work with a whole group of mentors that help people start businesses in a foundation called 12 Ronnies, 12 Ronnies. So 12ronnies.com, if you look for it on the internet, 12 Ronnies. And the best way to engage with this whole network of people, if you want to start a business, is on the homepage. When you go to 12ronnies.com, there's some information about there, but there's a big red button, and the big red button is basically a quiz, an assessment that people take. It's a few questions. I think it's 8 questions off the top of my head, but you fill in the 8 questions. And you obviously have to put your email address with it, so we can contact you back. And it sends you back, what stage are you as an entrepreneur? What stage is your idea? How can you be helped? How can you join a community? And if you're at the right stage for somebody like me, then it'll be fed through to me, and I'll be able to contact you and say, okay, I think I can help you. and then we can have a chat. But if you like, on the 12ronnies.com website, it's the quiz that lets you understand, but also lets us understand. And it might be that another mentor's more suited to you, not me. But
which is, well, as long as exactly that's a very good approach, actually, to just put the right mentor from the right entrepreneur. That's also we have, at the end of the day, the main value of this podcast, what we believe that all entrepreneurs should be happy, healthy, and wealthy, because as entrepreneurs, we take more risk of anybody. We before we succeed, we have to work very intense, developing this skill, this trial and error, and very few people succeed out of this entrepreneur journey. And we need to bring more awareness that if you want to diminish your risk and get more close to success, despite that you always hear the victories, even in this broadcast, and you hear, oh wow, so many people becoming millionaires doing businesses. I want to become an entrepreneur. Okay, you have to be able to listen this broadcast. You have to learn the information, learn what you're getting into. And this is not 100-meter run. This is a marathon, because you need to develop the skill. Entrepreneurs, they are not born. They made themselves practicing entrepreneurship. The more you practice, the better you become. And it's like an athlete. If you want to reach your gold medal and you want to succeed, it would be a good idea to have a coach, a mentor, to keep you on track and to guide you into the path. Thank you so much, Simon, and for you following this broadcast. See you in our next episode. How brave entrepreneur like Simon break that wall and achieve the first million. Bye for now.
Excellent. Bye-bye.
Sure.
Ciao.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.